Good morning everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today I want to put some paint into my Botanical Beauties prompt Primrose. Last video, last Monday, I had hoped to embroider down here, popped it into the hoop, got the threads, and then it sat there for a week. Just did not get to it. So I'm going to take it out of its hoop and we'll add some colour today. Maybe that will inspire me to do some work on it. Who knows? I've actually got the flu and I don't feel real sharp. I don't know what's going on. It's just a cough. I feel lousy, but it's more of a, just this little cough. Started a couple of days ago and it just is not going. So this video probably won't be too long because I have a feeling the more I chitty chat, the more I can feel like I need to clear my throat and cough. So I thought a painting video is probably not a bad thing to do. And then this afternoon, if I feel up to it, do some stitching. So that's the plan. Now I've got my water. I've got some paper towel underneath. I'm pretty sure I'm going to stick with these gouache. Now the flowers themselves, I was just having a look at a picture. They've got this real yellow centre with a hint of green in there. And then the colour goes from there. So I'm thinking of starting with at least the yellow centre. And building up. Which yellow? Okay, that orangey yellow. Sort of like that. That way, if I do an orangey yellow, I might be able to do some French knots. Oh, no, I don't like that. I was thinking if I did the orangey yellow, I could do yellow French knots on top of it. But it's a bit too dark. Looks better there in that sample. Yeah, that's... So I think if I just whiz along and get a little bit of yellow in them. Here's Fudgy. He's been sitting outside in the sun. And I thought, I have not heard from the fudge or seen the fudge. So I went out there and I couldn't see him anywhere. And I was thinking, oh no, what's he done? And he doubled back behind me and he was already in the hallway meowing at me while I was standing at the top of the driveway thinking, where is the cat now? Cheeky little boy. He ignored me when I first arrived on the scene. These are pretty little flowers. I'll be able to play with colour with these. Gosh, the way I feel today, I'm thinking, why did I sketch so many of these little flowers? No, it's all good. It's what I need is a little bit of stitching. Just get a little pop of yellow in there. Okay, so green, it's a yellowy green. I might have a look at the Inktense pencils. This is riveting viewing. So far, they're very simple little flowers, aren't they? Maybe this leaf green. Yeah, Fudgy, what do you reckon? Just a little bit. That's better. So just a hint in there. There we go. Now the colours, wow, we could do anything with that. I might go back to these because I'm a bit of a fan of these gouache paints, to be honest. Now I love the fuchsia tones. Let's get a bit of a mix of that. And they have like a white in the centre or a different tone, so I might keep my colour very much to the edge. Just a hint of it. Meow meow. And maybe some we paint and some we stitch. Maybe that's how we'll do it. I think I did that with the hyacinth. Some we stitched, some we painted. Sort of gave it quite an artistic look. So I think that's what we'll do with this little guy. Yes, Fudgy. Well, cat's up on the table. Thank you for all your kind comments concerning Mr. Fudge and the news we got that his little kidneys are not going the best. Yes, Fudgy. Gosh, you wouldn't think so. Other than those few symptoms, you just wouldn't think so. But you know how it is. You can have great mental health, but inside something's not so good. Budgie, what are you doing? So I ended up not going to the farm as planned too. I think you would have seen the 2 Roxy videos and I would have been saying as you're watching this I'm at the farm. No, this cough set in and I just lost all power. I was doing a few chores around the house, you know, a bit of vacuuming and that. And oh boy, just lost power. So I thought, well, how am I going to, you know, pack boxes and clean? And so I sort of left it to the last moment. Gaz and our mate, they went just for the day and worked in the hay shed. But my friend Sue and I were going to continue on in the house doing chores and, oh, gee, I tell you, I sent her a message and I said, I've just got no power. It's amazing how oxygen does that for your body. You can hear it in my voice. I'm running out of breath. Yeah, I know, Fudge. So I thought, no, it's only going to knock me around. I'll be inefficient, go all that way only to feel. And we'd planned to stay overnight so that we could sort of really get into it. So I said to Sue, I just think we should postpone, maybe go through the week. And then when Sue's husband came to pick up Gaz, because they were heading off just for that day, he said that all of his neighbours were going through this little raspy coffee thing. And it was going through all the schools with their kids and, oh gosh, I tell you, I don't even know where I picked it up. Might leave it at that and we'll stitch those. So there's a purpley coloured one. See this, that one there. So let's do a purple. So it certainly has knocked me on my butt. You know you're rough when you don't even feel like stitching. And all you want to do is just lay your head down and stare aimlessly at a screen. And even then you doze off instantly. I'm sure I'll bounce back. Such a pretty purple. So vibrant for a gouache paint. Just a hint. Okay. And that one, I think, I'll leave those other three. Yes, Fudgy. Is he up on the bench? He's getting into his hammock. Talk about being part of videos. Yeah, he's climbing into his hammock. He's been outside, sat in the sun, had his breakfast, had a drink of water. Now he's getting ready to bunker down. All right, so what's the next one we're going to do? It's actually a yellow. Maybe, I don't really want to do a yellow one. Maybe I can go a darker pink or a brighter pink. Do they come in orange? Yellow, yellow, isn't that beautiful? Yeah, orange, that's what we'll do. Let's go this one. Yeah, that's good, nice and bright. Just a smearing of paint. I'm doing well. I haven't coughed yet. I'm trying very hard. Oh my goodness. It's amazing how these things just come on. Felt perfectly fine. Had a light headache and I put it down to doing too much stitching, and my neck was probably a little bit tender from, you know, sitting and stitching. But then this cough out of the blue started, got worse and worse and worse, to the point where it's just constant. And then went to bed early and I've woken up and I feel like a Mack truck has run over me. If you're not sure what a Mack truck is, it's a brand of semi and they're big. And if they did, you'd hurt. And that's how I feel. My head is funny. So the thought of working in heat and lifting boxes, just couldn't have done it. But it's all good. My brother will have a visit from Gaz and Dave, and they'll be doing man business, clearing the shed. It's probably more exciting than sister business, clearing bedrooms and cupboards and washing kitchens. There we go. Okay, so the plan will now be to match those threads, do a little bit of stitching. Do we bring in a bit of the green? It's very green. Might do a bit of that apple green. Oh, here we go. Oh my goodness, see what I mean? Sounds horrific, but it's not. But, you know, it just, where did it come from? All right, let's get a little bit of green. Just a little bit. Just through the centre. I don't want to use too much of it. I have to give my mate Susanna a call and see if she's up for a sit and stitch. She'll keep me amused. Stop thinking about all my woes. Woe is me. Isn't it funny how you clearly coughing, choking and feeling rough, and then the husband starts mentioning that he's feeling a little weary. And they're like gagging and coughing, and he's like, oh, I think I'm coming down with it too. And oh, it was funny. It's like, it's my illness. Just let me be the centre of attention. How come you're now wanting to be the centre of attention? It was really funny. He'll have man flu. It's completely different. Absolutely completely different. all you lads that are sitting out there listening to this video because you're sitting next to your wives and you're hearing me, misery guts me, you'd be thinking man flu is a real thing. It's serious and it needs to be respected. Well, you're probably right. Goodness me. Alrighty, I think that is about all the colour I need. Just a little hint. Let that dry. Now I might just, that's pretty good. I didn't get it too wet. There's only a couple spots that have come through. I might just grab my threads and we'll pick our colours. So we need a purple. Let's go bold. We need a pink. Let's go bold. Oh, love them. And an orange. Okay, I don't have the orange tray. All right, I might pause the video, and I think it's sitting near the couch, so I'll be back in a moment, guys. Okay, I'm back. Now, what we're going to do is pop it in the hoop. So I got an orange and a yellow. Aren't they gorgeous? Nice and bright. So let's pop it in the hoop. I'll have a little stitch of one of them. I'm thinking just a little overcast stitch might do the trick. Maybe go this pink one. And I grabbed the yellow because I thought maybe a few little French knots in the centre just to give it a bit of a raised feeling. So, and then we'll see how we go. What stitch will we do? Sort of, whoops, need a better knot. I'm thinking maybe a satin stitch. Variegated sizes. Let's have a look. One short, one long, or just mix it up. Maybe just mix it up just to give the hint of the colour like I did with the paint, just around that edge. I'm thinking is what we're going to do. Yeah, that's going to be good. I'm going to have to keep my angles right because I want the leaf to feel like it's curved. So yeah, that's good. I like it. That will work. Oh, sorry guys. Throat's really starting to get aggravated now. Probably the next few videos will be a bit husky sounding because being I've now got 2 days up my sleeve and I haven't gone to the farm, well, I might get a couple more videos made. So, yeah. Use my time efficiently, as they say. We'll see. I'm only early into the flu, so it might actually knock me on my butt. I'd love to know where I picked it up. You know, when you start to feel off and you start analysing, where have you been? Who have you spoken to? Where'd you get it from? You only probably need to walk through a crowd and someone's coughed a second before you. You haven't realised and you've just walked through a mist of germs, or you touch a chair. You just don't know. I was up at the hospital earlier in the week, but I wouldn't say anyone was coughing and spluttering around me. There we go. I'm just coming back through. They all started getting a similar size about them, those little stitches. So I just want to variegate it up a little bit. All right, now we can jump over to here. So next Monday won't be this because I'd say I would have finished it. So we'll assume that I have. So I might use that day for the Roxy projects because I'm behind. We'll see. I do have the squirrel part of the calendar project of Susanna's. The squirrel is finished and I need to complete my rice bag. And all the bits and bobs are sitting there. It just needs to be stitched together. So I probably could do that. We'll see. I finish this little petal and then I might toddle off. There's heaps of stitching actually to do here with all that at the bottom. Yeah, that's great. I love it. Might just do a couple French knots or colonial knots, something in the centre. Or maybe it's a stitch similar to this. Just little streaks. Because they look like they've got little veins within. I might just bring the needle up over here. So there's a couple little stitches left there. So let's just finish that before we go and flip to another colour. Okay. Surprising how far it goes. Couple more stitches. All right, let's end it off. Went a fair way. Now let's go with some yellow and see what we do, whether we do some little knots or use this. I have used this yellow quite a lot on this piece, so consistency is good. So either some French knots or just some little stitches. Let's just do the little stitches. I sort of feel like you probably can't see it. Yeah, that's what we're going to do. Just given that a little bit more shape in there. And it all points to the little green mark, which is not real bright, but it's there. I can see it. You guys probably struggle. There we go. Just little radiating stitches. I like that. I think that's the plan. As for the leaves, we'll see how they go. I may or may not stitch them. Some of the flowers I have. I do have this. So that might end up being a little something something. I wonder if I do the yellow in all of them, even the painted. I think so. That'll give the painted ones a little bit of something too. I'll just do this and then I'll say goodbye. Yeah, at least then the painted ones have a little detail in them as well. Consistency with the centre of them all. Could probably even do a green French knot in there, because as that paint is drying, the colour is disappearing a little. Let's have a look. Let's just do one. Okay, back up to that first one. Yeah, that's better. It's still subtle. Oh, now I've got a knot. A knot on the knot. Oh, you bugger. All right, try that again. Maybe a colonial knot mightn't be as tricky, but it looks good. I'm really happy with that. The green that I put in with the paint is just slowly fading. Yeah, little green knot. That's what we will do in all of the centres, just a little green knot. All right, guys, I have a plan. I can dodge off now and do a little bit of stitching, probably have a few naps. Oh my goodness. Bloomin' flus just give you the pip and they ruin your plans, and you just want to get on with things and you just fall on your bum, don't you? Stay on there, you little... No, goodness me. Actually, I need to take a photo for the video, don't I? So let's get rid of that, that and that. Get rid of that. Ready for the photo. Let's be a little artistic with our thread placements. There we go. One photo prep. All right, guys, that looks messy. It always looks good when you throw a little pair of gold scissors in the image, which I don't really have. I only have the big ones. Oh my goodness, the artistic preparation of the... Yeah, we'll let the numbers show. There you go. Screenshot. All right, guys, I'm going to say goodbye. Have a lovely day, and I will catch you all in the next video. Bye.